Hi, this is Tony Manso from Forex Set and Forget. I'm going to share an indicator with you that you can use in your own trading. This is the exact same indicator that's used by Forex Set and Forget, my automated trading robot, to help it decide when it's safe to trade. It's called AME Support Resistance, and it shows where the support and resistance levels are on your chart. Let me show you how it works. First, you plot it on your chart by dragging it onto your chart. Next, you set the parameters to your liking. Signal bars, shown here, is the number of bars to look back when making the decision if a new level has been established. I'll explain that later. So for now, let's set it to 24. We're going to use 24 bars on the 1 hour chart, which means basically look back one day for a support or resistance level. Peak bar is the actual bar which should have the highest high or the lowest low. This bar determines the support or resistance level. Okay, let's use 24 and 3 as an example. If in the last 24 bars, in this case the last 24 hours, the third one back has the highest high or the lowest low, then the high of that bar is a resistance level, or inversely, the low of that bar is a support level. Here's how it looks on the chart when it's all plotted. So if you look at the green line here, at this point where I have my cursor, it shows the resistance is at 1.4813. Likewise, the support is at 1.4673. Now how does it know that? Let's start with the resistance. Okay, here's where that level began. And if you look back 3 bars, 1, 2, 3, you'll see that that bar has the highest high in the previous 24 bars. Let me get rid of this for you so you can see even more clearly. Okay, so here's this level here, 14813. You can see where it says value 1. And I go back 1, 2, 3 bars. That third bar has the highest high in all the previous bars. And so that's how I determined that it to be a strong support level, or sorry, a strong resistance level. Now let's look at the support. Let's go way back here. If you look, okay, what's this level here? This is 1.4673. So now from there, if I go back, where is it? 1, 2, 3 bars. This bar is the lowest low in the previous X number of bars. In our case, is 24. Now, why is this significant? Why is the support and resistance level significant? Well, let's scroll back and see here. Hang on a second. I'm gonna scroll back, and you can see. Let's look for a good spot here. Well, here's a resistance level that was reached. Okay, 1.4648. All right. When the price reached that point, it didn't break through that point for a long time. You can see this bar here where it tested the resistance, but eventually it did reverse and end up down here. Okay. Once the price hits support or resistance, a reversal is almost guaranteed. Even if it's a temporary reversal, it's almost guaranteed. And so you can use that to your advantage. You can look at the chart and say, in this case, for example, here a new resistance level was established, okay, at 1.4669. So now what you can do is wait a few bars and see which direction the price is going to go. Generally it reverses, but in this case it actually broke through. This is what's called a breakout, and continued upward until up here where a new resistance level was set. And so you can use this information to your advantage. Here it tested the resistance level, it set a new resistance level a little higher than the previous one, but then reversed all the way down to the support and actually broke through support for a little while before a new support level was set. So how do you use this in your trading? Let's say, I'll give you the example of the Forex set and forget, which is my automated trading robot if you're not familiar with it. If you want more information on that, go to ForexStrategyExpert.com, but put a hyphen in between each word. Okay, so what my robot does is it uses moving averages to determine an entry signal. Let me, just for the sake of argument here, okay, so I'm going to plot a moving average on this chart. Alright, here we go. Okay, I'm going to do period 2, simple moving average, and apply to open price. Now I just use that because that's what my robot does. I'm just showing one way to determine an entry signal. Okay, so let's get rid of this guy again. Alright, so now we have a moving average of 2. We have our support resistance indicator. Okay, so let's look at this spot right here. Look at this spot right here. The price is very close to support. The trend is kind of down at this point. But look how this bar crosses over and heads upward. So what my robot does, I mean, this is simplified, but essentially this is what it does. It looks at this price here, which is 14693, and it looks to see if the price goes, say, let's say 50 pips, for example. Here, hang on, let me use this crosshair tool because this thing is cool. Okay, I'm going to go, let's say 50 pips. Okay, let's say the price goes to here, which it did. It clearly did in this point. Okay, which is 50 pips above that moving average. That tells the robot, okay, it's time to place a trade to the upside because the trend is continuing upward. Okay, but so before it places a trade, it checks to see if the nearest resistance is at least a certain number of pips away. Let's use 50 for this example. So this resistance level is at least 50 pips away. It's 69 pips away from where we figured the entry point was. Okay, so that tells the EA, okay, it's safe to trade that because there's no resistance between the entry and the exit level, right? Which would be 50 pips in this example. So I believe that if I place a buy order here, that I can capture 50 pips before running into resistance. And so that's how you would use this thing.